put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Okay, campers, rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, cause it's cold out there.
It's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Go Watch a Movie, episode 70. I'm Kelvin.
And I'm Robert.
Welcome to the conversation, people. Today, as you probably guessed from the music, we are doing Groundhogs Day.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Okay, campers, rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, cause it's cold out there.
It's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach?
Hardly. And you can expect.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Go Watch a Movie, episode 70. I'm Kelvin.
And I'm Robert.
Welcome to the conversation, people. Today, as you probably guessed from the music, we are doing Groundhogs Day. I know we're a couple days late, but hey, what are you going to do? It's a classic film. But first, we're going to get into a little bit of entertainment news. So the Dune remake is happening, and so far the cast is looking real good. Got Dave Bautista jumping in there, and they just added Javier Bardem as the Stigler? I think that was his name. The main Freeman. I forget. Looking forward to a Dune remake.
I kind of like that original.
The original was great.
I mean, though it's old, it's dated, I still kind of enjoy that one. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. You can go back and watch it and still have fun. But I mean, I'm not opposed to a remake. And
I think with the technology we have now,
it would look sweet. But I mean, if they do that whole like
over CG,
like style over substance, then it's going to ruin it.
Yeah.
But
because I didn't mind how the pace of those it was so slow. The original, and that works for that series.
Yeah.
Did you watch the sci-fi miniseries?
I saw parts of it. I didn't watch it completely through, and it didn't really. Like I said, I prefer the original. That one for me is just enjoyable. I like it.
Same here. I agree. Let's see here. Then that'll bring us to. So we all knew this was happening. Marvel is recasting Wolverine. It's official. I think they're gonna go younger. You gonna miss old Hugh Jackman?
He did a good job. I mean, he did a great job as Wolverine.
Amazing job, yeah.
Did you see when you see him in other stuff when he's like singing and dancing around? You're like, you can't believe that's Wolverine.
Yeah.
But so it's like, you know what? He did a good job. I mean, he's an actor. He can pull it off.
I mean, it's gonna be sad seeing him, as someone else, because of Logan was such a great send off. It was just a fantastic send off. But Marvel may not even use him the same way Fox did, because Fox had him at the forefront. It was Wolverine. I think
it's going to be what the fans want.
Yeah.
If the fans are screaming for Wolverine, they're probably going to throw Wolverine.
But I mean, with their track record, they've been known to throw lesser knowns, up front. So, and there's a lot of X-Men to choose from. Wolverine does not have to be that main, draw. But like you said, they are fan pleasers as well.
They want that money.
Yeah. But I mean, with the change of actors, there may be backlash, and to avoid that, they may push him a little further back. You never know.
Yep. It'll be just like with Doctor Who. I mean, there's a new, one every once in a while, kind of, sort of, right?
Yeah, just like Doctor.
So there'll be some adjustments, but I think people will eventually either take to it.
It'll come around, yeah. I'll come around eventually. Last but not least, World War Z. Remember that film?
I do.
I enjoyed that film.
I remember as soon as you say that, for some reason, the first thing I think about is his scarf. Why is that?
I don't know. Well,
Is that do you think about his
is
scarf?
that like an ascot? Like
That little thing. That was the first time because it just seemed like it was. I don't know.
I always think of the thousands of zombies crashing against the wall.
Really? Nope, I think of his scarf. Like, why is he wearing that thing?
But they've been working on a sequel for a very long time now, and turns out it's no longer happening. Rumor has it anyway. I'll say possibly not happening, but apparently, but they wanted to make it for less than they did last time, and they don't. And Brad Pitt's busy. The director's busy, so they don't know if it's going to happen. I kind of wanted to see where that world was going. I think
we don't really need Brad Pitt in it again, do we?
I didn't think so, but apparently
it'd be cool to see somebody else.
Yeah,
with the same crazy army zombie thing going.
Hopefully down the line we would get it, but apparently
we'll probably get another movie just like it. Yeah, and we'll be satisfied. We'll get our zombie fix. Train to Busan was kind of like that in a way,
and better
because the way they were. I mean, the charging zombie. I like that.
Yeah, that crazy rage filled. Yeah. All right, that's entertainment news. All those can be found at Go Watch a Movie. All those stories. That'll bring us to trailers. You first or me, sir?
I'm gonna let you go.
I'm gonna go with Apollo 11 today. Mainly because I love when they use old footage of those historical events like that and mix them in. And this is a tale, of course, when Buzz went up to the moon and basically the world stopped to watch this whole event, and this is just documenting that. Looks like they're mixing in some new footage with some older cleaned up footage, and I'm sure it will meet some backlash because there's some people who argue the moon landing,
right? Which is good though. I like that. There's gonna be some controversy or some. It didn't happen,
and I don't think this may hurt it. Because everyone's like, well, look, clearly we don't know what's fake and what's,
right.
So, but it looks very interesting. Apollo 11 is what it's called.
I have not seen this one yet. I'm gonna have to check it out. So I had a terrible time finding a trailer this time. I did not succeed in my mission.
Just being too much.
I do have two that I would like to talk about because I did not like them. So I'm going to talk about what I didn't like instead of what
Sounds good.
So maybe you guys can go out and watch them and see if you like them or not. First one is Hobbs and Shaw. Why? It's not Fast and Furious anymore. It's just Hobbs and Shaw. It might as well just be about these two guys who are great actors. I'm not going to knock them. Who do great action movies. I'm not knocking that. But why call it Fast and Furious? I mean, I don't understand.
It's Fast and Furious Presents.
It's like there's like, even though I love the villain. If you watch the trailer, it looks great, but it's like, when did it go sci-fi?
This movie, and The Rock is fighting his ass off to defend it.
I just don't get it. What they're doing, what direction they're taking. It's not even about Fast and Furious from the beginning anymore. It's just about, let's just take these actors who happen to be in those movies. You didn't even have to call it Fast and Furious Presents. It could have just been two other names.
True.
And then you had those two characters fighting against this almost supernatural sci-fi guy.
Yeah, it has definitely taken a sci-fi turn. How do you feel about that?
I just don't understand. I'm not a huge Fast and Furious fan to begin with. And I do like the look of the villain. It makes me want to watch it just for the villain, just because I love that actor.
Britex.
Yeah, and it just looks cool. Braxton. And I like his outfit. I think his outfit looks cool. It's pretty sweet. I like how the holster is built into his like jacket or something.
Interesting to see how those two tackle him.
It's just weird. It's just like, you're just making an action movie. Just make an action movie. Why try to collect on the success of your previous movies and then just, I don't know. I don't like it. Anyway, sorry, I don't. I'm being honest here. And the next one is they got a few little mini trailers for this. It's Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yes.
And I love the title. That's a sweet ass title.
It's based on something else, I think, too.
But then I watched the trailers and I'm like, I'm not scared of any of this. This is boring. It's
Goosebumps.
Yeah, it's it's super simple, kitty. It's just like somebody's surprised or scared, and then all of a sudden they show a creepy figure or monster in the background that you can't clearly make out. That's all it was.
Yeah.
That's boring. You got to give it something more. That didn't even make me interested. I mean, dig into that well of creepy, scary stuff and find a way to get us excited. You know, I mean, that just bored the heck out of me. It kind of, in a way, it was like the opposite. Like, maybe the movie's going to be great. I don't know, but I remember when we watched the Ghost in the Shell trailers. They were like these little mini trailers that they were showing at one point, and they were really weird, and nobody understood what was going on. That got me excited because I'm like, this is great. We don't know what's happening here. And then the movie turned out not so great, but still, those trailers brought me in.
Love you, ScarJo.
They brought me in, but these trailers are pushing me away. They're like, this is like, wait for Netflix if it even gets there. If not, I'll forget about it. So I'm fine. I don't know. Child's Play.
Uh-oh.
Did you watch that trailer?
I watched the
one that I saw.
Wait, that lands tomorrow, I thought.
What does?
The actual full trailer for it? Are you talking about the one where the guy's talking about the
Yeah, he's
doll?
just talking about...
Yeah, the actual trailer's tomorrow.
Give me something more than some dude talking about his product.
Let me jump in here. Because I'm actually looking forward to this.
I'm looking forward to it, but did that trailer do anything for you?
Because I've been following it, yes.
Okay.
They're trying to bring it into like our world. They're using our current, state. Like, so there's a full site dedicated to this new Buddy doll that's it has Wi-Fi, it has, this, that, and you can go to the site, and which the links are on gowatchmovie.com, and like click on all its new fantastic features, and it's this new line of adult. They're playing it like it's a real thing,
dude.
And I'm sorry, go ahead. And he was just like explaining this new innovation, and that they're trying to play it real. Like this is actually happening in our world.
It seems old. Like, is it supposed to be taking place back in like 80s or something, or is it like now?
It's now.
It's now.
Yeah, because the Buddy doll has Wi-Fi.
I don't think they do that anymore. They don't. Like, I feel like they did that back then. Had those little announcements, and the guy would get on the.
You're right. That does feel. That doesn't
feel now.
Yeah, but everything else, like,
that trailer just turned me off. But hopefully the next one shows a little something that gets me interested. But this one,
I said tomorrow, Friday, is when the actual new full length to show. We'll probably get a glimpse of Chucky and everything.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care about this old dude telling me about his toy.
Buddy doll.
Yeah. I mean, that just didn't get me excited for it. When I watch a trailer, then the whole point of it is to grab you.
Gotcha.
It's supposed to like literally be like a little guy running up and just grabbing you, be like, you better watch this.
And he's got a foul fucking mouth.
But this one didn't grab me. It pushed me away.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I had the most difficult time finding trailers this time around, and that's what I wanted to rant and rave about.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Trailer sales is gonna be fun. Tune in Mondays for that show. Well, that will bring us to Groundhog Day.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Okay, campers, rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, cause it's cold out there.
It's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach?
Not
I don't
hardly.
Well,
You know, you can
I always put an S on that. Like I used to always say
I don't do the same thing,
but it's
yeah, it's
Groundhog Day.
Sure enough.
And that is a 1993 drama fantasy starring Bill Murray.
It's a rom-com. I didn't know that was a term.
They say, it is
It's a rom-com. I didn't know that was a term. I was looking it up, and it was like rom-com. What's that?
Yeah, romantic comedy.
Yeah, but what?
But IMDb says drama fantasy.
Okay, I'll believe it. That makes more sense to me than rom-com.
So this is the first of a lot of movies that have copied off of this since then. Good.
Yes. This is the most popular movie that has used that gimmick, and it has become the standard. So that since then, every movie that uses that, people refer to it as. So it's just Groundhog's Day with something else.
Yeah,
but it's not the first movie to do it.
Scooby, son.
So actually, the same year in 1993, there was another movie called 1201. It It was like on like, I don't know, TV or whatever. It was like a made for TV movie.
Same year. Which one came first?
I didn't find that out which one came first, but it came out. They were probably being made at the same time though. So I doubt this one.
That happened a lot back then.
Yeah. So it was basically about a guy reliving the same day over and over again when his wife dies. And I haven't seen it, but I assume it's probably him trying to stop his wife from dying or whatever.
Oh, shit.
But the same year, 1993, but like I said, it was a lower budget. So it was made for a TV movie. So it probably didn't get the same notoriety or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't have the star power of Bill Murray.
And then back in 1984,
get the hell out of here. There
was a anime movie. I want to try to pronounce it. I know I'm going to butcher it. It's Yurusei Yatsutra to Beautiful Dreamer. And it's about this group of kids who are reliving the same day over and over again right before a school festival. And then they realize, spoilers, that it's a dream or something. So that's happened before. And then we go back even further, 1933. There's a movie called Turn Back the Clock. Now, this isn't a guy reliving the same day over and over again, but it's kind of the same concept. He goes back in time 20 years and he relives his entire life. He originally marries his true love, realized they're not rich. So he's like, you know what? I wish I had married this rich chick that I knew way back in the day. He dies, wakes up 20 years later, marries a rich chick, realizes that life is terrible after that, and he wants his true love again. So blah, blah, blah. So 1933 is kind of the start, maybe, film-wise, but I think it's Groundhog's Day is officially the grandpappy of this gimmick in movies.
Yeah, for sure is the most popular. Well, cool. Very cool.
But yeah, I do kind of want to watch that 1201 based off of a short story called 1201 PM. So, which was written, that was written back in 1973. So I'm excited. So this gimmick has been around, this
Maybe
idea.
We should revisit 1201 and revisit this topic.
Yeah. So it's a pretty cool idea, but I think Groundhog Day put it on the map.
Yeah. For me, it's out of the ones I've seen, it's been the most fun for sure. Mr. Murray never fails.
I like some of the other uses of this gimmick in movies. I mean, like Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, that was Live They Repeat.
Yeah. That was pretty amazing.
Which is a lot coming from you because you don't normally like Mr. Cruise.
No, but that movie they sci-fi'd it up for me, and that's all you got to do to warm my little heart. Happy Death Day. I don't know if you saw that one.
No, actually, I want to. It's on my list. And that's a sequel.
And we have a 2 coming out pretty soon.
So that actually uses this gimmick. I didn't know that.
It's the same gimmick. It's Groundhog's Day. She relives the same day over and over again after she dies. It's exactly the same thing, except for she's being chased by a killer. That's the only difference, really. And you know, there's a movie called Premature. It's about a guy who relives the same day over and over again.
Okay, that's not where I thought you were going.
But it starts or it stops. His day stops when he has sexual relations, basically, and then it starts over again, and he has to relive that whole day.
So what if he doesn't have sex?
I don't know I don't think that ever happened. There's even a scene where he masturbates so he can restart the day. Because he just needs to restart the day. So he's like, I'm going to hide in the closet or in this classroom.
What happens? Why does he want to be stuck in that perpetual loop?
I don't think he wants to be stuck in that loop. I think he just
not have sex?
He can't get out of that loop. he just keeps trying to lose his virginity or something. I guess until he does it with the right person for love instead of just to do it is when the day stops repeating itself. Type of, sorry, spoilers. And then one of my favorites, Run Lola Run. I don't know.
Run Lola Run's fantastic.
Same thing, over and over again. What's that?
After this?
This was Run Lola Run was 1998, so it was definitely 5 years after. Yeah. But man, that one that's a great movie. I mean, my sister took me to see this in the theater. It was like a one of those, like, it wasn't like a normal theater. It was like they show like off-end movies or whatever, and it's one of the great experience. I love my sister for taking me to that because I just love that movie now. So yeah, there's been some notable.
Every time I see Lola, I think of Lilu.
Yeah, there is a similar thing going on. But yeah, this gimmick has been used a lot. So.
Yeah, and you actually refreshed me to some I actually enjoyed because I was thinking of a couple others.
There's so many. Yeah. Even Harry, I think there was a scene in Harry Potter.
Yeah, the Time Turner.
The Prisoner of Azkaban. Yep. They do that little gimmick as well. So even your boy Harry got in there with a little bit of that.
Harry didn't understand it, of course, because Hermione had to show him everything. But this was a time where Bill Murray was, I mean, he's still famous, but he was like running the roost.
You
had Caddyshack and all the, Do you have a favorite Bill Murray movie?
I was going to say Ghostbusters, but after rewatching this one's up there pretty high.
What about Bob? Oddly enough,
that is a fun movie. I think, that's a very fun movie, but I kind of like this one.
Yeah, this one's fantastic. I had a blast rewatching this one.
I had a blast too. I think it has aged a little bit. The comedy has aged a little bit. Like, I didn't notice how there's like moments where they just zoom in on the guy's face and he does something stupid or makes like a little kitty noise that you would to like a baby to make him laugh. You know what I mean? Like, they do that every couple times, and the whole hand in the mouth thing, when he was like talking about how Larry eats, he's like, I don't know. It just seemed like the comedy back then seemed a little more like babyish, and now it's like it's gotten too like rough. Like, everything's got to be like
crude and
like, Will Ferrell's balls on a drum set. It's got to be something like out there that you don't expect.
Oh, that's your pool.
It's got to be something just out there. Like, you're not going to do it. Yeah. And then sure enough, they do. Will Ferrell's balls.
Apparently, I don't know if it works anymore after the failure of Sherlock.
Right. Probably because he didn't pull his balls out and put them on something. That's why it didn't work.
So we have the... I don't know. He's a prick. Prick is the right word?
He is a prick.
He's a prick, rather man who thinks he has it all figured out, has grandiose ideas of being picked up by a new news organization. Something bigger than what he is. He seems kind of fed up because that opening scene where he's just like basically saying whatever he wants, not really dealing with what's happening in the weather. He gets thrust into this place, Punxsutawney,
Pennsylvania.
Punxsutawney, which I kind of want to visit. But after this movie, and his name is Phil, just like the Groundhog.
Yeah, the Groundhog. And there's a guy who makes a little joke about that.
Yeah,
in the movie, and I just thought that was.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
he's like, it's like the Groundhog. It's like, come on, you guys.
But yeah, he gets there. He does his report. He really wants to leave. He doesn't want. This is his fourth year doing it. And he misdiagnoses the weather, which
is normal
some people believe is what causes all this. But there are other theories, which we'll get into. But then that sticks him there and sets in motion the Groundhog Day. I gotta say, love Bill Murray in this. Love Rita. I can't remember her real name.
Andy McDowell.
Yep, that one. Yeah. She's pretty fantastic in everything she's in. And
she looks like an angel in the snow.
She does.
According to Phil.
And Cabin Boy is also great. The cameraman.
Larry. Chris Elliott.
Thank you. But yeah, this film for me is so much fun, as I already stated. And this is a throwback, so it's not really spoilers or anything like that.
You should have seen this one by now. If you haven't, then we're opening your eyes to something great.
Yeah.
And clearly we both love it because we're already gushing about it. We're like, oh, it's so good. It's 90%, 96% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Oh, fucking nice. Yeah. Which is amazing.
Pretty high.
Yeah. But he wakes up to the same thing every single day, which you probably heard.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Sadly. You probably heard by now 1,000 times because I'm plugging it in here. But Sonny and Cher, I got you, babe. Your overall thoughts on this one, sir?
I loved it. I mean, it's a great movie. It's old. Yeah, and it does have a couple.
Isn't that crazy? That 93 is old.
That was a while ago. I don't want to do the math and look stupid, but that's a while ago. You know what I mean? It's like 26 years or something. So yeah, it's great. It's a great movie. It's fun. I mean, that's what it entertains you. It has a moral message too. So I mean, why not? And it has comedy. That's got a message. to be a decent person and not be a jerk.
Oh, yeah.
And to not, go through life just trying to pick up chicks and yell at people and be rude and
Kill people.
go
Kill
out and help
yourself.
somebody. He goes out and he like saves a kid who never thanks him.
What he learned in Scrooge too.
Yeah.
Bill Murray needs a lot of lessons.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities between those two things. But yeah, there's a lesson there, and there's
You're right,
romance,
you're right.
and there's true love, and I think he was in love with her at the very beginning because he
When
looked
the
at
moment
her
saw her.
because he was doing that stupid thing in front of the blue screen. And she's like, he's probably thinking what an idiot, but at the same time, it's like I love idiots or something.
I mean, yeah.
He was in love.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the film?
I really enjoy it. I love his way of comedy. I always have. Like, it seems like he's kind of invoked what he was in all those movies back then in real life now. Just kind of wanders around, does whatever he wants. And he, to an extreme in this movie, like does that. Because even before the Groundhog's Day, he just kind of says what he wants to people, does what he wants. But then once he finds out that he doesn't have to die, he's like literally calls himself a god at one point. What would you do?
I don't know. I mean, I would probably like after watching this movie, I'd already learned the lesson, so maybe I would just do what I'm supposed to do. But I feel like before, but if I hadn't watched the movie, then I would probably be like, well, first, I'm going to take advantage of this and just do whatever I want every single day. I'm never going to go to work, huh?
Go on.
I'm never going to go to work. I'm just going to, drink and party all the time and have a good to play games. It would suck though because if you're playing a game, you can't save it and then continue on the next day because you're screwed. Yeah. If you can't beat it in a day, then you're not probably going to play it.
Think of all the movies we could do.
Or like movies.
I would hope it happened on Wednesday. So
I probably would try to learn like every language if I could, like gradually, stuff like that.
But he learned French. Like I guess we didn't really have an idea of how many days he said 6 months at one point when they were playing cards, throwing the cards in there. But yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I would probably take advantage of some things, but other things, I think I would just be like, I don't know, try to not necessarily better myself, but just gather as much information, maybe figure out why am I repeating the same. Maybe it's a blessing so I can learn everything and become omnipotent.
Yes.
What would you do?
Start things off.
To start things off. Start things off.
I'm gonna do like the scene where he was eating everything he wanted to. Gonna do that from the get go. This is gonna spend one day, probably gorge myself to death, literally, until I die and wake up. Just trying every food that I could. Because did he? I don't know if he ever did it. I don't recall him ever trying it. I guess he couldn't leave because of the blizzard. But yeah, I guess he could have. He could have left before the blizzard started. Like try and leave that city. I
don't think he ever tried.
He never tried. So that would have been my first instinct. Was like, oh, I'm going to see how fucking far I can get. Before this thing resets.
Would you try to kill yourself over and over again, hoping that would end it?
No.
How long do you think it would take before you would get to that point?
There would be...
How many thousands of days?
Every person in that town would have died at one point.
Before you would...
Ned! Shake. But yeah, firstly, after gorging myself to death, I would have tried to go and see how far I can get out of that city, to see what else I can get into, what other kind of trouble, I can get into. But yeah, eventually I would just become like ruler of that town for a while.
And one day you'd just rule the town.
Oh yeah, I could, because I would learn everyone's routines, to the point where it would just become easy, like he did with the money. 1, 2, 3 car, 4, 5 quarters. But I mean, and you could take the time to build some kind of invention. Slowly over time, get every day. Like, okay, I need this. Okay, I need this. Okay, I need, and then eventually you'll know exactly what you need to build it. Doc Ock tentacles, maybe.
Okay, ambitious for a day.
I mean, but I have infinite days to get all the parts, and then learn how to do it and all that stuff, without ever aging. Yeah. I felt a Cosby vibe at one point.
A Cosby vibe.
Yeah.
Where was the Cosby vibe?
Like, I can't, stop me if I'm wrong here, but it's kind of creepy. Like, constantly learning about a woman every day just to get in her pants. Like, knowing you're taking advantage of her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey,
now I see why you're saying Cosby.
Hey, sorry.
I was like, a happy family? What?
I was like, why is he so lost?
Well, at least he wasn't drugging him.
But it got to the point, like, there's a scene with Rita where he's just like, she's like, oh, I should probably go. And it was like, baby, it's cold outside. He's like constantly, no, to the point where she literally had to hit his ass.
Right.
Like,
a lot. Apparently, she got slapped.
I love that montage too. But like, there's a point that is kind of creepy to me. Like, I know he didn't literally, well, that we know of, take anyone by force. But yeah, I don't know. He just got.
Well, he was a jerk, and he was trapped in the same day over and over again. Of course, he's going to continue to be a jerk for a while.
Yeah,
which is part of the reason why he kind of has to be at the beginning, because then you follow his path,
his progression.
His progression.
It literally took trying to save that old man to, I think, is what set him on the right track, become the best guy in town.
Yeah, I think he had a conversation. I think it was with Rita. He had a conversation with Rita, and I think that might have been what turned him to. Because after that, he was kind of
right.
like,
Because and then that's when he started working on Pops, I think. Yeah. It's a fascinating thing to muse about.
Yes, it is.
Do you think they just used like some of the just same takes over and over again? Because like, I would hate to film getting smacked that many times.
No, I think I think they had a lot of different ones. I think they did film different ones. Because I was watching, especially whenever he walked up to Gobbler's Knob. I mean, those people, that's what they called the play. All those people were dancing. Like, especially there's like a couple, like one of them had a hat on, and like they were doing this little, like they were linking arms and they were like dancing around each other in a circle. They did it differently each time. And one time they weren't even doing it. So there were definitely different like walk-in scenes to the Gobbler's Knob. Why is that so funny? I don't
know. Would you have hit Ned from the start, even before you knew you were in a loop?
From the start, without no.
Oh, come on!
Not from the start.
God.
No, Phil,
Robert
Connors,
Bing.
I loved when he hugged him.
Oh yeah, he just got so creeped out. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I don't know. I think I would have just died. I'm not a violent dude, but he was coming on so strong. Yeah,
that's how people were sometimes back in the day, and he was an insurance salesman. So,
yeah.
Have we mentioned who directed this?
No,
Harold Ramis.
Yes, of Ghostbusters fame.
Egon Spengler.
Yeah,
and Bill Murray. They reunite. This is great.
Yeah. I guess it did start this Harold Ramis film. I was like, well, I know that name.
Yeah, and he was in the movie as well as the neurologist, the doctor he goes to see.
Shit, yeah, you're right.
Got a little cameo, a little M. Night Shyamalan thing right there.
And his brother's in it. His brother's the Punxsutawney Phil guy who presents. Yeah. I mean, what bad can you say about this movie?
There's nothing. I mean, it's just good fun.
Yeah, super wholesome fun. Well, some of it's wholesome when he's not trying to get in someone's pants.
Even then, it's funny because he's so, like, I don't say bad at it, but it's. So,
I love his little memory scenes where she's like,
what's your name? Nancy. Where'd you go to school?
And he does this kind of blink off.
Who's your teacher?
Yeah.
Mrs. Walsh.
Mrs. Walsh. Got it.
Nancy.
Do I know
Lincoln,
you?
Walsh.
Yeah, and he just walks away. But yeah, that's even reenacting it like that, it comes off creepy to me. Like,
he was supposed to be a jerk. So
I guess like 50 First Dates, that movie with Adam Sandler.
There's another movie, but
like he seemed more sincere, but I don't even think I can do that. Like, walk up to someone, I'm learning about them every day, and they don't really understand or know it. Seems like you're taking advantage of them. But
I can see your point.
Yeah, I don't know. Any other glaring things you want to point out of this?
It's good stuff.
Good stuff. Definitely a go watch for sure.
Absolutely.
Whoa. Sorry, Thor: The Dark World is on. I didn't want to.
Would you do that? Would you run naked through Stonehenge?
It's a dream of mine.
I know.
I did want to get into a fan theory.
Okay. Hit me with it.
It darkens the story.
It darkens the story?
It darkens the story. So after Mr. Phil wanted to leave that first blizzard and he couldn't, the very hilarious exchange of him freezing in front of the cop.
I think he dies then or something.
They all go back to the bar. They have a couple drinks. He drinks a little bit more. Then he goes and takes a cold shower, real cold shower. And the fans' theory is that he never makes it out of that shower. He slips and falls and dies right there in the shower of hypothermia and is now
trapped
in hell. And then it goes even deeper as to say Ned Ryerson is Satan, because he makes some very odd comments. Like when he first walks up to him, he's just like selling life insurance, like taking that. Hey, when he steps off the thing, watch that first step. It's a doozy, and he cackles so hilariously when he steps on the ice. Yeah, and then it goes a little bit deeper to kind of say when he actually does decide to do all the good things, it's the fact that he finally signs everything, including the death and blah 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 portion, which he makes a point to stick out. And then when they wake up in the morning, no one is left in town, and that's now he's finally just in his own personal just hell, because she'll eventually disappear because she's a figment of his imagination as well.
Well, that is dark.
Not my theory, someone else's.
Right.
But I read that earlier.
Some of it does make a lot of sense, but other parts of it, not so much.
Rocky, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I appreciate that take on the film. It is a subjective thing. You take what you want out of it.
I mean, because they never really explain the magic. So
you don't have to explain magic. It's
better
magic.
when you don't, actually.
Yeah.
But I just found that interesting.
That is a cool theory.
So yeah, that's Groundhog Day. Sorry. Definitely go watch from both of us here.
Yes.
Where you can find us, gowatchamovie.com, and of course, anywhere a podcast can be found. But love it when you go through that gowatchamovie.com. Also, Go Watch a Movie is running a contest, $50 Fandango gift card. You can win that just by following one of our socials. Details are at gowatchamovie.com and the contest tab. Hate to plug everything like that to you, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's Go Watch a Movie Groundhog's Day special, not quite on Groundhog's Day. I'm Kelvin.
And I'm Robert.
I got you, babe.
Okay, campers, rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, because it's cold out there.
It's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach? I don't think so.
Hardly. And you can expect...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Go Watch a Movie, episode 70. I'm Kelvin.
And I'm Robert.
Welcome to the conversation, people. Today, as you probably guessed from the music, we are doing Groundhog's Day.